Hey guys, Infidel 1258. I'm back from Vegas. I'm recording some clips. This is one from the town hall, and you probably saw it, but I don't know if you knew what you heard. And we need to break this down because this is gigantic. This is about the printing of packs. How many do we decide that we need for every sort of expansion? Rebellion's coming out after Rift Watchers is done, after Chaos and Rift Watchers are done. And they talk about how do we pick the number, how many is too many, how many is too little. And then there's a huge nugget here from Hardpoint at the end. We're going to listen to it all. Stick around, stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. You need to know this. Guys, thanks for your time and attention. Let's get into it.
Hey, how's it going? Chance the guy in game.
Wait, hold on. Don't you have a card in the game after your likeness too?
Yes, the great Chancius.
So I actually had the chance to meet Chance the guy at Splinterfest. Shout out to him. Great guy, friendly. And if you don't know, some of the old summoners were actually made. Chancius the Great here is the one he's talking about. And this was designed by him. And I think he said his father was involved too. I think they won the opportunity. We're listening to Chance the guy, and he's got a question that we're all going to want to hear.
Chancius, yeah. Let's round of applause for Chancius.
Yeah. So I actually have an economy question for you guys. In previous town halls, there's been mentioning of like a 12-month and now more recently 9-month kind of target, soft target for main set sellout. And there's also been mention of periods where a main set won't be available to give kind of a buffer between sets. So with us seeing Rebellion now, the first peaks, and Chaos Legion possibly or not possibly meeting that target sale time, we don't know that yet. Is there any thoughts of is there a minimum time frame you guys are thinking between Chaos Legion and Rebellion release, like pre-sale for Rebellion?
Yeah, so we target when we pick the number of packs roughly a year. We don't always hit that target, but we've been pretty decently on point. And yeah, I agree. It's really important to have a period where there isn't the core set of cards available for sale. And that to me also is how like more money that comes into the ecosystem goes out to the community, right? For a while, pack sales come to us, and then there's these periods where if you want cards, the only way to get them is on the market, which I think is really important. So I'd like to shoot for at least a few months,
So question summary here. Chance is asking, like, how long can we expect to wait after Rift Watchers and Chaos are done? It's really after Chaos is done before Rebellion will come out. And there's and then Matt is speaking to the fact that he wants there to be a window where there is no new pack available, because it lends to the purchasing of cards from players, giving that demand for new cards to us. Like the cards you're selling will then be more desirable because there isn't a new pack on the market. And he's suggesting roughly 3 months, but a few months, he said, right? But let's keep going.
In between the main card sets.
Sounds good. Thank you.
And that's a big reason why we want it to go from a year-long cycle to a 9-month cycle.
So Matt suggested we want to target a year and leave some space. Aggie's clarifying we actually want to go down to a 9-month cycle so that the next Rebellion will theoretically be on the market for 9 months. And then there would be a 3-month downtime. And then they would release another pack the following, right? Like after the 3 months of downtime. You need to read between the lines, because Aggie's not saying all these words, neither did Matt. But this is why this conversation is so important, because there's actually a ton of details in here. And just wait till Hardpoint speaks, because like I said earlier, he's dropping bombs here. But Aggie's clarifying we can expect a 9-month release window for Rebellion.
So that 9 months, it's hard to pinpoint this stuff, but our best intention would be we want cards the next card edition should last for something like 9 months, and then there should be a 3-month gap where there's no sales. So we'll probably try to build in at least a month. Maybe it's as many as 3 months. We have to look at market conditions at the time, but we want it to be accessible generally, and then we want it to be inaccessible for periods of time so that all that value goes and accrues to the holders.
All that value going to the holders, he means when there's no pack to buy, anyone who's interested in Splinterlands goes to the marketplace to buy cards from you and me. therefore the value, the desire, the excitement around our game comes to the community to fill its need for cards. That's what they're aiming at. Let's keep listening, because again, Hardpoint's dropping bombs.
And I can also throw on that with TD and other projects, we've actually started to build in a time frame where we're going to burn all the packs that are still on the market. So if you guys noticed when we put out the TD post,
we look, first of all, before we go any further, he's talking about how we're going to burn packs at some point with TD and quote other expansions. And Matt is nodding vigorously, his head vigorously. Now listen how this would translate for us.
there's actually a deadline. So if the community does not buy out all the packs are burned so that there is that time frame between windows. So we are kind of moving that needle. So it'll be quantity limited and time limited eventually. And part of that is because when we go to pick the pack size, it's a little bit of an exercise. If we put a blindfold on Matt, give him a shot, and he throws a dart at a board, and then that's the number of packs we have out there. So it's not a precise science that we're doing here. So we're trying to come up with the right ways to govern this so that we can hit those targets for the community. Everybody can plan on, hey, this is where I know I need to get in. I need to get my packs now, and then there's going to be a time where we're not available for sale.
Yeah, assuming that works well, I think we'll plan to do that maybe for Rebellion and going forward.
That's a huge deal. Saying, first of all, the point of all of it is that we definitely access more buying pressure, card price appreciation, and general eagerness and excitement around Splinterlands when card prices are shooting up. And they shoot up when there's no pack because buyers have to come to the market to buy the cards to play the game. And so targeting a window where there's no packs at all is so amazing. Such a beautiful point of genius. This is amazing. And there seems to be absolute unanimity here, or unanimity. They're unanimous in agreeing to this. Hardpoint's raising the point. Aggie said 9 months. Yaba said he wants to have a window, and Yaba's agreeing here again. This is going to be available probably for Rebellion. This is gigantic because it means that if they end up making too many packs, like perhaps you might argue they did with Chaos Legion, you can trust that is actually going to become deflationary because they won't all sell out. The 9-month window will expire and the rest will just be burnt forever, not held by Splinterlands, disappear, gone forever. Making the buying opportunity so much greater in the early going because or holding up the value of the early purchase. Why? Because you get your packs and you think, oh, man, I had to buy them early. I had to commit my value early. The packs don't appreciate immediately. So I'm for probably 6 months, 9 months, a year, I'm seeing no appreciation. Look at Chaos Legion packs. They're down from where they originally cost. People like myself who bought a ton of these packs when Chaos Legion released haven't seen a financial appreciation for those so far. But knowing, if you knew at 9 months, any leftover are going to just be deleted forever, that would be adding value to the assets you buy early, because you would know that you're never going to get worse than the inflation rate that you were told. If it's 15 million packs or 10 million packs, that's the maximum inflation. But in fact, it could be better than that. And if it's better than that, it's like you buy an asset with, it's promising X appreciation, but you get X plus 1 or X plus 2 because you've actually removed 10,000 or 20,000 or say 10% or 20% or 30% of the total packs available just gone. And so that's a huge thing. Plus this idea of 9-month windows is gigantic for you as card owners and our game in terms of attracting new audience, because when the card prices spike, the attention for the rank rewards spikes because you get cards in your loot chests, which drives player adoption. So this is a massive conversation and question, and I didn't see anybody else covering this. So guys, let me know if you noticed this, if this really blew your mind when you heard it, or if this just went over your head, because I didn't hear anybody else talking about it. Thank you guys for your time and attention. This is a huge thing. I'm pumped about it. 9 months for Rebellion, and then the rest will be burnt is crazy news. And then almost guaranteeing a 3-month window for no packs to be available, no main packs, is so key. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Have an amazing day. God bless.